As we travel across the United States, we always make a point of visiting capitals, and we're revisiting the Michigan State Capitol because we are back in Michigan for the holidays, and something brand new is now part of the Michigan State Capitol, and that is Heritage Hall, and this was our first chance to check it out. About a year ago, the state capitol in Michigan was added onto, and they created Heritage Hall, a project that's been talked about for more than 30 years. It was back during the original restoration of the state capitol. This was going to be added, and they just now got to it in 2022.
It's amazing. It's something, again, like I already said, we've talked about this for years, and many other capitals have something. So it's essentially now the entrance to Michigan's capital. It's got history, it's got artifacts, it's just got a ton of unique information about the history of Michigan, the history of the capitals. This is actually Michigan's third capital, so you can learn all about that. You can see artifacts and memorabilia from different governors and legislators and all of the different restoration projects and, events and rallies and all the sorts of things that have gone on here at the Capitol over, the many years that this Capitol has been in existence. And it's really cool to walk through. I wish this had been here when I worked here in the Capitol, because I think it would have been a nice addition. So I'm so excited for all the future generations going forward that this is now here.
It's also great. We got to talk to some folks that work here that we knew from our time working in this Capitol, and they gave us a little behind-the-scenes tour to see some of the things they added in addition to what you see in the public areas. There are now archival rooms here. There are places where they can do restorations, and currently they're working on restorations of some of the Civil War battle flags that they have in the collection here. So it was amazing to see that they got the state to invest in that kind of equipment and the facilities for them to be able to do that. And it's really great that we're able to preserve the history that we have.
Michigan's Capitol was completed in 1879, and this is 2023. So you can only imagine what this building has seen and gone through in those years. Everything from half floors and remodeling projects and all of state government in here to only the legislators being in here and variations thereof. And it's seen a lot of abuse. And that some of that is documented in here as well. But it's just so nice that they finally put the money into this project. And it's sort of built underground. So there used to be a big parking lot out back behind the Capitol. That is now an awesome geothermal HVAC system. And then at the same time they did that project, they dug down a little bit over to the north and built this cool building. So we are actually down underneath the Capitol, and you can look up through the skylights and see the dome. And it's just a really cool view.
Well, and I mentioned the restoration. It's been 30 years now since the massive restoration that was done at the state capitol. And in fact, if you visit right now, we're here in November of 2023, and the rotunda is actually closed. There's scaffolding all around it, and they are working on restoring some of the restoration because it's been 30 years. Some of the paint has started to chip off. There's been some water damage. There's layers and layers of dirt and dust up there. So the rotunda is actually closed to the state capitol. They said it'll be done around June of 2024. So you're going to miss that if you come to the Capitol right now, but there's still plenty of other things to see here, and we always recommend people visit state capitals. I was going to say, if you want to see what's in the rotunda and see more about the history and what's in the state capitol, you can check out our video that we did on our original visit to this state capitol, and I'll put a link below so you can check that out.
One of the other cool features they built here, I think you talked about the different restoration rooms and the archive rooms, but they also built essentially a big ballroom, so you can hold big functions here, which is great for the legislature because we never had enough space to hold things, and even private outside groups can come and rent this facility as well. So what a gorgeous place to have something. They do weddings here at the Capitol when it's not under construction, and so maybe you could get married and have your reception here, and I wish that had been an option for us way back when, but again, somebody moving forward. But make sure you get here and visit, whether it's under construction or not. Michigan's Capitol is gorgeous. You can check it out in our other videos or get here yourself. But definitely make sure you stop here at Heritage Hall and learn about the history of Michigan State Capitol.
Get to Heritage Hall and the Michigan State Capitol as soon as you can. In the meantime, keep on trekking.
And we'll see you out there.